Hey everybody! On this episode of Gaming and Collecting, me and Alex are going to be going over our recent trip to this year's edition of Connecticon, talking about the event, some of our thoughts, and some of the things we may have scored. But anyways, guys, on with the episode. So how you been? Alex has exploded.
I got ice cream today.
You got ice cream today?
Yeah, they had an ice cream truck come to work.
Oh.
And it wasn't like your run-of-the-mill ice cream truck where it's like, here, have a Gumball's Eyes Sonic popsicle. No, this was literally, you walked in the truck and it was like an ice cream parlor.
I would unironically get the Gumball Eyes Sonic at work if it was an option.
No, get the SpongeBob one with the teeth are like, but like you walked into the truck and it was like a little mini ice cream parlor. It was so fun. I got a nice little ice cream sundae, which was fun. And then the second half of there was like a second half. It was ice cream, and then it was like it wasn't a dunk tank, but it was like this contraption that worked like a dunk tank where it had a water balloon and one of those little target things, and you hit the target, it popped the water balloon over someone's head.
Well,
which was fun.
It's fun for everyone but the person.
Well, it was all the managers.
Yeah,
all the managers volunteered.
That would never happen where I work.
Well, where I work, it's fun, and all the managers volunteered, and my boss was one of the ones who volunteered because he's a manager. And he had the unfortunate, like when a water balloon just pops, like you don't even touch it, and it just it was right above his head, and it just popped. No one even threw anything.
It was a ghost.
The best part was it's like, so everyone who did the tossing, it was also for charity, so you paid $1 for like 2 tosses, and then like you could pay like more to get more. But if people like paid the money and they missed, people would just go up and still just hit it with their hand to make sure that the water balloons popped on their head. So it was a pretty fun day.
Nice.
I had a good day.
I fixed robots all day, so.
But you are a robot.
I'm supposed to know.
Oh shit! Edit that out. Edit it out.
Meanwhile, Alex is like sounding like a robot over there. Anyways, it's been it's been a bit of a week. We've had. It's actually not been as hot this week, but it's been like kind of. There was like a monsoon over the weekend. That was fun.
And there's gonna be more this weekend.
Hooray! My trash cans started floating away. I had to go get them. I was like, oh no.
See, I saw what the weather was gonna be, and I said, you know what? I'll take mine out in the morning, and I didn't. It was fine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, maybe it's not anymore. It's gonna be rainy on Friday. All right, for you New Englanders. It's going to be 30% chance of rain on Friday.
Oh, so that's not even guaranteed.
Yeah, exactly. And then it looks like it's not going to rain on Saturday anymore, but it will rain 65% on Sunday. Which works out because on Saturday we're going to the pickle valley.
I'm going to laugh when it sucks.
No! Don't say that. Don't bring that energy into this world. I can't wait to eat pickles.
Anyways, guys,
thanks so much
this
for watching.
Isn't a funny bit.
Yeah, it's funny for me. It's funny for me because you get annoyed every time. Because this whole podcast is about me annoying you. That's really the premise of the show at this point. It's just me annoying you.
That's not even
Like, you
funny though.
annoyed
That's just
me.
like that's. Anyways,
Your face is funny.
it's our mother's face. So
No, no, no,
yeah, not so funny anymore, is it?
no, no. Our mother is beautiful,
And I got
and I'm
critics.
hideous.
Anyways, so moving on. It's not a lot of anime watching happened this weekend because I was really tired. Um, there was a whole bunch of new stuff though this weekend.
Yeah.
um, and I saw you broke and ended up watching a bunch of stuff anyways.
Yeah,
Um,
I decided this season that I was just gonna start watching stuff.
I saw
Yeah,
you
because I
watch
started. Oh,
Kaiju,
Yes, I started watching Kaiju, which had a great first episode.
even though people online are
Narumi,
bitching about it.
Narumi being Narumi is amazing.
Everyone was like bitching, like nothing happened. I'm like, they set up so much.
Yeah, it's also like, remember, you kind of have to recap where we left off, but also like you can't just be like, all right, they're all working in these new areas. They had to
They don't
set
even
it up.
recap much. It kind of jumps right in.
No, it really does. I mean, it
I
briefly.
actually had to grab my manga just to see if anything was new because I didn't remember some of that stuff, even though I read it recently.
No, well, I feel like it sometimes it always feels a little different when you read it versus when you see it animated.
Yeah. I liked it though.
Mm.
I can't wait till the next episode because we'll get the new One Republic ending.
Yeah, I
Because
was actually I didn't
it's not
realize.
invincible. There's a new song
Oh, it's a new song.
according to my anime list, which has like the openings and outros listed. There's
Mm.
apparently a new one. So
So is the Aurora song going to
yes,
be the intro?
that is the opening because they didn't do an opening for this one. They just played it at the
Yes,
end.
that's what I thought, and I can't believe they got Aurora to do the intro. Like, she's amazing.
It was good. I still think I like the Youngblood song more, but we'll see. It might grow on me.
But I think if you really though listen to the lyrics of the song, and I'd take a listen really to the lyrics and then to what this thing is about, and like especially this next arc, and especially Kafka and how he's feeling. Like the song speaks for how he's like the tone of how it's gonna go. And Aurora's just an amazing vocalist.
True.
Though I have
I
to
have
say
to.
this isn't my favorite Aurora song, but like everyone should go and listen to her because like
I have to.
she's incredible vocalist.
I have to see how it flows as an opening because I have to say it doesn't. I don't think it's a great ending song.
See, I feel like though you need the visuals too. That's
Yeah,
one
we'll
thing is like
see.
we didn't get the visuals, but I think with the visuals paired with like if you really listen to the lyrics as well, it's so fitting because I don't want to say any spoilers for those who haven't read, but Kafka's going to face like a lot of inner turmoil this season.
This entire season is going to be fucking dark. So
No, yeah, it's going to be really hard on him. So like the song's called Don't Run From Yourself. And like that's really what Kafka wants to do. So I'd recommend you take a second listen. And also just appreciate Aurora because she's an incredible vocalist.
Also, Sakamoto Days Part 2 started. Episode 1, not gonna lie, wasn't it was more
I haven't
Sakamoto Days?
I gotta start watching. That's the only one I didn't start yet.
Okay. I will say episode 2 I watched before this. Episode 2 was really good. There was a really awesome fight between some new character and the character I like in the funeral garb all the time with the giant buzzsaw. She had a fight against like some new assassin, and because she is not Sakamoto, she can actually kill. Um, and it was a pretty good
When
fight.
she does that,
Yes.
she
She's
be
also
murdering.
she's got such a morbid personality that I'm just like this is amazing. So there was that. That was good. We also got more Drunk Lou, which is always fun.
More what?
Drunk Lou.
Oh, I thought that was a show at first.
No, I meant the character Lou.
Yes.
She got drunk again.
And then it clicked in my head.
Yep. Other than that, I'm still watching Don to Don. Still, on it. We'll see.
watched it, and I have to say, I kind of liked I didn't love the first episode, especially
Yeah.
with the rapey people. I wasn't a fan of that. The actual fight with when the other
The
guy got his
fights are
powers, which
fine.
was cool, but I also feel like he just kind of got them out of nowhere. But then again, like also looking back at the backstory of the kid who's living in the house, I don't know. I feel like I was a little confused.
I'm so lost on. I'm so lost on where that plot's going. I'm just kind of watching it for the fights now.
I
The
feel
new
like
intro,
that's
much
part
better.
of it.
New intro, much better.
New intro for Dawn did. Oh, see, you're in the minority.
I
Most
fucking
people
hated that first intro. It was so fucking annoying. That was an instant skip. Like I didn't even finish it the first time. I was like, no. I was like, this is irritating.
You're gonna piss off so many people.
I don't care.
I know you don't.
I don't really like Dawn to Dawn as much as most people do, anyways. So I do not care.
Yeah.
What else came out? Oh yeah, My Dress Up Darling, season 2.
Yeah. So I watched season 1. I watched season 1 this weekend, and then I started watching season 2. I have to say it's a really fun show, and I really love the two. They're really cute. I didn't I just hadn't watched it because I feel like
that show crosses the line though at points where I'm just like,
honestly, it's not that bad.
No,
I've seen it's so much worse. Like it's really.
There are points though I'm like, it's like I see why this book is sealed.
But I really like the relationship between the two.
Yeah, they're out of the big the recent My Dress Up Darling's kind of in a group with a bunch of these recent kind of romance comedies that have been coming out.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely developed the fastest, I'd say.
Yeah. I really like their pairing, and they're really sweet, and even though there's kind of sexual themes in the show just with the innate cosplays that she's picking. I mean, the first one was literally from a porn game. That's literally what it was.
I know.
But their relationship though at the same time is so wholesome, which is a nice little counterbalance, which made me really like it. So
I don't know. My favorite was in the first episode of season 2 is he's trying to find ways to keep a bunny girl suit up without straps, and the store owner thinks it's for him.
I did really like that scene. There was a lot of scenes where I just laughed out loud, but I also
because Gojo is so innocent about everything.
But I also really like how Marin's her name, right? Yep. Marin. I really like how
Marine, I think.
Or Marine, yeah.
Marine.
I really liked how how supportive she is of Gojo, especially with his other hobbies. And then I really like too we're having they went out for Halloween, she brought him along, and at first he was a little nervous.
He was in the fucking Chandler Bing bunny suit.
But it was really nice where he was very when one of them asked about the costumes that he made, and he was really worried that he was going to be rejected again. And then they all accepted him. It was really nice. I really enjoyed that scene. But it makes me wonder because they keep flashing back to that girl from his childhood. I'm assuming she's going to come back someday.
I'm assuming it seems to be a recurring theme with these shows. It's very interesting because I haven't seen the Uzaki-chan one, which is in this group, but I've seen Nagatoro and Komi, which are the other two in this. It's kind of like a group of 4 shows with very similar concepts. This one is definitely it's funny that this one seems to be the quickest build up, but apparently they get together very late in the series.
I think it's the buildup is they very much like each other, but they're not going to say it until later on.
Yeah, because it's not the buildup in the other two is very different. I mean, Nagatoro is straight up bullying for the first half of it, but yeah, that's an interesting one. Look, finally got that one off the list.
Yep.
Anything else was I watching? I have not gotten back into My Hero just because of tiredness. I'll probably do that tomorrow.
How far did you get?
I am still where I was last time, only on season 2.
I wasn't sure if you got any farther.
Oh, and the vending machine.
Yeah, I watched
Mm,
it's only one episode so far, right?
yeah, and it was boring as fuck.
I really did agree. Like in my mind, I was describing to my friend Chris because we went on a bike ride yesterday. I was describing to him. I'm like, yeah, I watched season 2, and in the back of my mind, the vending machine could have not been there, and it probably would have been exactly the
Well,
same.
because it was like my whole thing with it was like it's doing like season 3 of Slime, but without all of that build up and character that we had from the previous 2 seasons. And then there's a fucking vending machine in the back.
But it's also like, to me, I'm like, I think we all agree that this is innately a stupid show and a stupid
Yeah, it's
concept. And
it's
it's
getting
taking
a
it way too seriously. And I'm like, where are the funny jokes?
well
Where is
that's the
this
thing though,
show is a
like
joke. Why is
the,
it being serious? This is dumb.
the juxtaposition's really weird because like they're having this really serious like meeting talking about like the future and everything going on with the world they're in, and then in the background you just got the fucking vending machine just being like, "Hello there," and it's like,
It's just like
thanks for
it's not as funny anymore.
well, because there's no punchline. It's just like, this is a very serious meeting. What about you, vending machine?
Gene
Hello
and
there. It's like,
that's it. Like, at least I feel like, though, too, like Slime originally started kind of as a joke, but I feel like it also became more serious very quickly on.
well, yeah,
Like
season, yeah,
like
when Rimuru
honestly,
goes
when
on
he
his murder spree in season
well,
2.
also I feel like when he like got a human form and like the whole she is it Shizuka? Shizuka,
Which one?
the one behind you that has the derp face.
Oh,
You only
Shizu.
have one of her. Shizu, or is it just Shizu?
It's Shizu.
Shizu.
There's
Like when
Shizu,
she
Shion, and Shuna.
what I wonder if Rimuru has a no, just kidding. When Shizu like died, I think that was the first moment where I think the show shifted from like haha funny concept to like, oh yeah, this is like actually kind of a more serious story.
Well,
Um
the difference between this is they actually develop all the characters and that you actually
yes.
give a shit about these
Well,
people.
also, like, he kind of becomes human, whereas, like, this is a fucking vending machine. Like, bring me the jokes.
Well,
I want
also,
the jokes.
it's like I'm just watching this. I'm like, where the fuck did this come from? Like, it's just
Yeah.
like suddenly
Also,
serious.
yeah, like the whole like, oh, the zone masters like are coming together to defeat the demon thing. I'm just like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah,
I want
it's
someone to be like, what the fuck is a vending machine?
we're getting into that territory of isekais where I'm like, this isn't what I enjoy isekais for. Like I like the ones that know they're stupid, like Konosuba, which that's just like that's the point, is that it's dumb, or like
Yeah.
Slime
Well,
where
and
like
that's
there's
what like
charming characters.
yeah, and like that's the thing is like in the beginning, I feel like this one definitely was like, yeah, we know this is stupid and we're all here for it. But like the last it was just I was like, this is way too
I'll
serious.
I'll keep watching it and seeing. But if season 2 doesn't get better, I'm probably not gonna watch a third season if there is one. So.
No, I don't think so either.
But
I
yeah,
won't commit like
that's
Shield Hero.
yeah, I gave up on that.
I've been watching some other things too.
Okay.
I finished Kowloon Generic Romance. I finished that before My Dress Up Darling. And I have to say I really enjoyed the story. It was definitely one where I would almost want to rewatch to kind of understand better. But it's also nice. I mean, I think that one thing is nice is to have a couple that's like in their 30s and not in high school is kind of nice to have
That's why
every
I
once in a while.
that's why I love Golden Times so much. They're college kids, not high schoolers.
Yeah. This one though had a lot more it was I don't want to say fantasy. What would be there was some sort of like it's not fantasy, it's more of like a time thingy also happening. I don't want to say it because then it would kind of ruin the story. But it definitely it was like it's only a 12er and it was an interesting story. And it's just nice to like have a romance that's not high schoolers or middle schoolers most of the
Yeah.
time, which is also refreshing. And then from my I also started watching the Dr. Stone Science Future Part 2, because that started coming out. And that basically left off where Part 1 left off earlier this year, which was good. And then I started watching Gachiakuta, which is one of the new ones. Whole new story, whole new everything. And I think I watched 2 episodes and I really enjoyed it. If I mean, there's only 2 out, so I can't really say like, oh my god, it's I've only just started watching it and it's only just started releasing. But I have to say, like, if you like a little bit of it's definitely going to be one with violence. Definitely going to be some violence, but I liked it. I keep getting drawn to shows that have pits for some reason. Like Made in Abyss, it had a giant, abyss or a pit. And this one also has like the thing they call the pit. And like they just, if you break the laws, you get thrown in the pit.
Lovely.
So I think you can know where the story is going from that. And then yesterday, I finished. I went on my, sometimes I just go on Crunchyroll and I pick the stupidest title.
Oh boy.
So I watched The Gorilla God's Go-To Girl.
How was that?
It was actually pretty funny. I it was dumb, but like enjoyable. So in that world, all the all of the wealthy characters, they get blessed by a god, by an animal god.
Blessed.
Yeah, they get a blessing from an animal god, and that blessing basically determines like abilities you'll get from that god. So people with like from a bird god will usually get wings to fly, and people from like a dog god will be able to run really fast. A cat god will be more stealthy, and so on and so on. And the main character, if you couldn't guess, gets blessed by the gorilla god.
Okay.
So, and basically she becomes the Hulk. Well, only in power, but not like in size. And so there's hijinks of her having to now deal with gorilla strength all the time, and she gets forced to join the Royal Knights. And on her first exam, they have to do a run, and gorillas can actually run really fast, and she didn't know that, so she ran through a fucking wall.
Nice.
It was stupid, but like if you just want something dumb to watch that's like funny, and it actually had a pretty cute romance in it as well. I'd recommend. It was fun. It's only 12 episodes. It's dumb.
Nice.
But fun. And that's all I've watched.
Nice. Yeah, so other than that, not a ton. What are you drinking, Alex?
Wait, I'm supposed to ask you that first. What are you drinking,
Well, too
Bill?
bad. I asked first. What's in your sippy cup?
It's Franny's.
Of course it is. Because we have a fucking problem.
The grapefruit flavor, and it's wonderful.
I'm also drinking that.
Are you playing the music?
Yes.
Okay, I can't hear it. Which one are you drinking?
Vanilla cream. It was the only one they had, so I've been saving it.
What the hell? Oh, you mean the only one left?
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't have any at the store. I checked the back of the shelf.
Yeah, they were out. So maybe tomorrow when I go grocery shopping, I don't know.
Oh, if you see 2 bottles, can you get me one? Please.
Depends if they have any.
Okay, if they have some. Thoroughly addicted.
If they only have 2, those are mine. I'm
no,
saying it now.
Give me one.
No.
Give me a fact.
It's all condensate-y.
Give us a condensation fact.
Sparkling beverage with vanilla flavor and other natural flavors. That's my fact.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Nice.
what's your cursed cookbook object this week?
So, everyone, from the Philadelphia brand cream cheese cookbook from the 1980s. It was $9.95. I got it for free in a little mini bookshelf. Today's
Alex basically got somebody's trash that they didn't want.
Shut up! It's not trash. It's amazing. Bill. Today's recipe is seafood appetizer cheesecake.
Excuse me.
Cheesecake.
Excuse me.
What?
Did you say seafood and cheesecake?
Seafood appetizer.
Burn that book right now. I thought last week was bad. Burn it. Burn it. It's no.
Like, look, like literally.
No, I believe you because those are two. I mean, those are three words that do not belong together. Nothing about cheesecake is appetizing. That is like
with
you
seafood.
No,
cheesecake is delicious.
Yeah, but not as the starter. Because if you eat that as the starter, you're not eating anything else.
Well, yeah. All right, Bill. Here is the ingredients.
Ugh.
1 cup of crushed buttery crackers.
Okay.
3 tablespoons of margarine melted.
Okay.
3 eggs. 3
Okay.
4 cup of dairy sour cream.
Okay.
1 7 3/4 ounce can of salmon drained and flaked.
You've lost me.
1 teaspoon of lemon juice, a 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, an 1/8 teaspoon
Onions
of
in cheesecake.
and
No.
fish, an 1/8 teaspoon of pepper, and Bill, 2 8-ounce packages of Philadelphia cream cheese.
Oh, that sounds
Yummy.
that sounds repulsive. What was last week's again?
I don't want to know.
It was something gross.
They're all gross. Someone needs to keep track. I'm not going to read the instructions, but I am going to read this note. Note, substitute a 6.5 ounce can of tuna drained and flaked for salmon.
Well, now you have to make it now.
If you don't want salmon,
Alex,
you can eat some tuna.
That's 2 of your favorite
Tuna
things.
cheesecake.
Tuna and cheesecake. You should try it.
No, I hate it. I hate this cookbook.
That one's straight up repulsive. Those things do not belong.
Well, I was scrolling through. I was trying to find it, and I skipped over it. But then I looked back, and I was like, "Did that say fucking cheesecake?" That's disgusting. Cheesecake's supposed to be sweet and delicious. That's a disgrace. That is a disgrace. I gotta go back and listen to figure out all the recipes so we can
The
like
one
vlog.
from last week was bad, but this is the new awful.
I don't know. I think this one's the worst so far.
It's the one previously is pretty bad, but this one was also.
I feel like I'm mentally blocking them out because like they're fucking disgusting.
Some of them have been okay, like passable. These last couple though, ugh.
Like the long loaf sandwich.
That's just like doesn't sound appetizing. That one's like just kind of it exists, but like these last two, holy shit. No.
I gotta remember what the last one was. I'll go back and listen just for that. And I'll start making a list of everything that
It's funny because that episode isn't even going to be out for like a couple of weeks. So.
Oh shit. All right, so I just don't remember. I'll remember then.
But
I'll start
yeah.
logging of when the last time I've updated. But yeah, if you want to make that recipe, I didn't give you the instructions, but if you want to make it, let me know and I'll send you the instructions. Thrack.
Why are you signaling out Thrack?
I just felt like it.
Anyways.
I feel like he would eat a seafood appetizer cheesecake.
I don't think anybody would.
I don't know. I don't think anyone would.
Anyways, we went to a con this weekend.
I'm dying.
We went
I have the con congestion.
I didn't get sick this year, amazingly.
No, I didn't get sick, but I definitely got a little more like.
So we went to Connecticon once again. This is our 4th year going.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is our 4th year. We went 21. We skipped 22. Then we went 23 and 24. So yeah, this is the 4th year.
Yeah.
And it was definitely Connecticon. The nicest way of putting it. So yeah, we only went Saturday this year because, frankly, I wasn't going to be able to survive multiple
Well,
days this year.
and we also bought the tickets pretty last minute. Well, we bought them before we could get them mailed. Basically the last day you could get them mailed to you. It was pretty like, all right, we'll just go one day. And I agree, one day was enough. I don't think we needed to go to get the whole experience we had. I don't think 3 days would have been necessary.
Yeah, it's kind of like, so like this year was odd. Like the whole so I made the poor decision of joining the Facebook group. That was a mistake.
I was in
Um,
it already.
yeah. This year just kind of felt weird. Like the whole build up to it, like the whole like they didn't send out the tickets until like the last possible minute,
Yeah.
which we got ours thankfully.
Yeah, but
Um,
I know some people didn't. And I do get why people were, messaging a lot in that group because it does make you feel anxious, especially when you're like planning to do this because you don't want to stand in the line and then there's the worry you have to stay in the line. So I get why people were anxious.
so I will say pros this year. The AC functioned for once. It was
It
actually
did. It was really comfortable.
it was because it was a hot day, especially later on.
Mm.
So we got there pretty early because we wanted parking, and good thing we did because that parking garage was getting full pretty quick.
Yes.
Um, Alex cosplayed as she's been alluding to for the last couple
Yeah,
months.
I cosplayed as Nero from Black Clover. And it was really fun. It came out really good. I was really fat though, so I looked
Oh,
bad in it,
shut
but
up!
no, I did. I looked terrible in all the photos, but that's okay. The costume looked good, so that's all that matters. Not me. I look gross.
Yeah, that's why you got so many compliments.
Yeah, I got compliments on the outfit, not on my appearance.
Anyways, yeah. So we ended up showing up. We were there a little early. The doors hadn't opened
well,
yet.
well, because we wanted to get there early so that we could park in the garage because this is the biggest convention in Connecticut. So like that garage
Northern
fills up
Connecticut,
quick.
anyways.
Yeah. That garage fills up quick. Um and all the surrounding garages in the area also fill up quick. So you got to get there early to get parking. But it wasn't that bad. When we got in, we went up a couple floors, but we weren't on the top floors. So,
Hmm. The line was already pretty big by the time we showed up. Thankfully, we could skip it because we had the badges.
and that was really nice.
Yeah. The funniest part was we got there early, so then the mob was just kind of forming outside the door to let everyone in.
Yeah. Well, and we got to see some really cool cosplays. There was one guy I was impressed by the people who dress in like the FNAF costumes, like of the animatronics, and they put like a lot of work into them. Those ones are cool. But then I had the like thought of like, do those count as furries? And Bill was like, no. But I feel like they're a little bit in the furry cult. Like they're dipping their toes into the furry culture. What is your opinion?
On what?
Are they like they're not full furries, but they're slight. Like
I
they're in the
I
genre
I
of
just I
robo
think
furries.
I think of it more as you're wearing a mascot costume.
Yeah, true. All right.
Like
But there
there's
was one guy who looked really cool.
yeah, Springtrap.
And for the most part, people were pretty like chill. Like I think everyone was just kind of like, yeah,
Yeah,
vibing.
we didn't have any like obnoxious moments. We had just general convention like annoyances more than anything,
Yeah.
which you're always gonna have at a convention. It's not something that you
Yes.
can really avoid. Uh,
There was one guy driving by who had like a like horn on his car, which made a lot of people laugh, myself included.
the guy was unamused. It's just like, um, yeah. So eventually the doors open and we get in, and then of course we had the horrible realization that nothing opened until 11. So we had 2 hours to
Yeah.
kill. Um, which was it was fine. The only downside was they didn't open the food areas in the convention center for like a good
Until like
hour.
10. Yeah.
and you could see like the people swarming like bees. Like they were like,
Well, because the doors opened at 9, and then but like none of the stuff really was ready until 10. But the thing is, you had to get there early if you wanted to have parking, and you wanted to like not have to like worry about that. So it was like kind of like a, what are you
yeah,
gonna
this
do?
because this was usually we have to wait in the line, and the line usually takes about an hour to get through.
Mm.
So this year it was kind of just like, oh, we hit now. This is what we were doing during that hour.
Yes.
But
Okay.
we scoped out the little arcade area, and then we scoped out the we went to go see who
Scoped
was
out the
here.
signing area,
Yeah,
which
saw
was
who
fun.
the actors.
Silver, the hog hedge.
That poor guy. I saw pictures like of his booth and like because he was in between Lisa Ortiz and Jason Griffith, the voices of Sonic and Amy. They
Mm-hmm.
had lines. He had like maybe like a person. And I'm just like, that poor guy.
Oh,
Well, he's literally only done Silver.
yeah.
That's like his only claim to fame. And it's not really a great voice. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Um yeah, that we saw that. We saw one of the Black Clover actresses was there and you got recognized immediately.
Yes. Yes, I did. I got a couple photos. People who were fans and that were excited that the show was coming back. So
Hmm.
yeah, I got a couple, which was cool.
Also, the original singer of the Pokemon theme song was there as well, Jason Page.
And he did announcements over the intercom.
He did, and he was having way more fun than anybody there.
He
I
was.
swear.
Honestly, though, like that's great. Though that's good vibes we need.
He was like singing all his announcements in the voice. It was great.
He was very fun.
We did walk by him, but like he had people, and I didn't really want to wait.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just not a big meeting person.
Yeah, me either.
But yeah, we ended up waiting until that opened up. We got muffins.
Yes. Muffins!
God,
What do you
that's
want
an
for breakfast, Johnny?
That is an
Donnie?
ancient internet meme.
If you know, you know.
I always preferred shoes.
Muffins!
Blood.
Blood.
But
Ah.
but yeah, so we had our muffins. Also, I brought street pats back.
You did. You
I
did bring
pers-
and deodorant.
well, no, I just do that. I do that to assert my dominance at the thing.
I'm sorry.
So whenever we go, I have a clear backpack just because it's easier at conventions. And I have my deodorant proudly displayed in the back for everyone to see, and it's just me asserting my dominance, being like, "Yeah, this is how you do it.
Yes.
Use your deodorant, people." Because
honestly, though, you needed to because we did get some whiffs of
yeah,
Dio.
it wasn't as bad as I've in previous years, but there was a few moments where I was like, "Oh,
yeah." But we did see some of our favorite reoccurring characters, such as the Maraca Man.
that dude just every year,
Every year. And the Free Shrugs guy.
free
where
shrugs.
he would
He's
just
always
go
fun.
up to you and go. And
Yeah.
he's always very much in character.
Oh yeah, he's very indifferent. But and also that one booth that plays the Nintendo Store music. Yeah, he's always there.
Yes.
The only problem with his booth is at a packed convention like that, it's so claustrophobic in
His
there.
booth is perfect at Retro World.
It wasn't bad at Rhode Island anime as well because there wasn't a lot of people there.
But Connecticon is so huge.
That was the thing. It was crowded this year.
Yeah, there was a lot of shuffling. Though I don't think there was that many like we didn't really have any rude interactions. We had a lot of really fun interactions actually, which was
yeah.
nice.
We didn't have any of the classic like we always make the joke about the Wii Games guy. I mean, I love the Wii Games guy because he was just so wholesome. The Boba Tea girl. I only do digital art. Like those people.
And the excuse me.
Oh God,
that one was the most secondhand like that one was painful.
It's funny how half of those happened at the
same booth.
It's always that one manga booth every time
with a lot of BL manga and like a little bit of non-BL.
Yeah, I know. I always laugh. Yeah, I can't hate that booth. I found a figure I was looking for there. But
Yep. Frappy.
no, that was in a different one.
Oh, you got the Mr. Sakamoto
Nope,
Day.
not there.
No, which one?
We'll get to it when we talk about them. But
I forgot.
The only interactions that we had that were not really interactions, just more just observations, were there was a lot of stoppers this year, as I like to call them, of people who just stop in the middle of the aisle.
Yeah.
There was that. We had ass riders this year too, like the people that are just like trying to get in your rectum.
Yep, they want to take a sniff.
Like you're walking as fast as you can go, and there's people like so fucking close to you. It's like, back the fuck up. It's like,
Yeah.
I am not going any faster.
You're like, I can't go anywhere, dude.
It's like, miss, I can hear you breathing in my ear. Back up.
Yeah, and that I felt like almost was hard too, because like you wanted to look at some of the booths, but there was always so many people, and you felt like you couldn't stop all the time because like you saw the other people stopping, causing the traffic. So we had to do like a lot of laps in order to like go and see.
It's always the art section too. It's always the art.
But that is one thing Connecticon brings, like awesome artists. Like every year they always bring in really great artists and really creative
including
people.
Including a few
yeah, let's just say it. There was a lot of porny art this time.
There was a straight up porn booth at one point.
There was. Like, I mean, there's always that one that has the dojins, but like there was a lot of art. Like there was one that like all his art was censored, and I was like, whoa,
legitimately censored. Also, that was like the one. So I always laugh because I kind of joke, like it's really ironic that most of these are like female artists because they just draw it better most of the time.
Yeah.
But that the one that was straight up porn was a male artist, which I thought was amusing. Did you also see that one guy who was playing the bass the entire time?
Yeah. I was like, I mean, you do you, dude. Cool.
I mean, it was a selling point, I guess.
It drew people in. So
I'm not gonna lie though, there is a few booths that we see every year.
And that one with the Makia drawing. That one with the Makia drawing that's bad. It's just it's not good. I'm sorry.
Nothing against the artist, but she has 4 art pieces every year. They never change.
They never change and they never sell. I never see anyone at her booth. Like, I feel bad for her. But at the same time, I'm like, I think this is a sign to give it up.
I was a little bummed this year though. It was mostly almost 100% anime this year. Like art, like there was not a lot of gaming stuff.
No, there really wasn't.
Like I did achieve my accomplishment of I always like to get one piece of Inuyasha merch, and I like to get one Maya Fey thing because I love Maya Fey. But I found an Inuyasha keychain, this cute one of Inuyasha and Kagome.
Nice.
And then I found Mia and Maya Fey keychains as well. So I got that off my list. It's like one of my recurring con things I like to do.
Yeah, I got some keychains too. I got 2 Kaiju number 8 ones and then 2 Dorohedoro ones. Yeah, I got 4 keychains and then I got 2 figures and I got a couple of smaller printouts, which I still need to get a frame for.
But yeah, because there's
I didn't really get that. Oh, I just burped. Excuse me. Could you hear that?
No,
okay, good.
It, so.
No one. I didn't burp. No one heard that.
Anyways,
edit it out.
I didn't hear it, so unless you glitched,
edit me burp me talking about it out.
No. Yeah, but so I only got one piece of art, big art, I should say. Because I'm kind of beyond the if you can tell from my backdrop, I have too much art as it is now. I'm kind of past the point of art, but if I see something super unique, I like to get it. And I saw this one Chainsaw Man piece of art. And it was a picture of Asa / Yaru, the main character of part 2.
Oh, that did look really cool.
Well, it's just you never see art from part 2 because most people who draw the art have only seen the anime or they just prefer the part 1 characters. So I was like, oh, sweet Asa. And then I got in this conversation with the artist because there was no one around. I didn't feel bad, but got into this whole conversation with the artist, just talking about if we were excited for the movie and then what's going on with it, which is hilarious because I have no idea what the fuck's going on with Chainsaw Man right now.
Yeah.
But it was cool art. I really did enjoy that. I also got this little mini fruit baskets print in this Sailor Moon print, which I also got
a
for
Sailor
Alex.
Moon print. Yes.
Well, because it was a buy four, get them for like, it was like 4 for 25 deal, and I only liked three. Well, I only wanted 2 of the art pieces, and then I got this Nana piece for Alex.
Yes.
And then I was like, I don't really see another one, so I just got 2 of the Sailor Moon print because I'm like, Alex will like this one too.
Yes, and I did.
It was a very nice print because it had all of the scouts.
I liked it.
Yeah, a lot of keychains. We should talk about the figure hunt because this was the first year we actually figure hunted.
Well, Bill was like, he's like, I'm gonna find a Froppy figure from my hair. I can't remember her actual name. I'm just remembering her. Sue. Why am I forgetting? Sue Asui. That's it.
Sue
I don't know why I brain farted her name the whole time, but Bill was determined to find a figure, and we had to go to like every fucking figure booth to find it.
And of course, it was at the one that we walked past like 4 times.
And I was looking for a Hoshina figure, the Nendroid specifically. I didn't find him.
I do have her on my shelf back there. She's
yes,
right over there. But in the process,
Meow Meow.
I know.
Well, not dumpy as in like
she's got a fucking big butt for some reason. But also ton of Apothecary Diaries cosplayers this year.
Oh yeah, ton. Always a bunch of free reign too. We had those 3 free reign free
reign, Fern, Stark, and Stark cosplayers. Yeah. They looked fucking phenomenal.
They did.
They ironically we saw them at the infamous booth.
At the booth of awkwardness, but also
no awkward encounters there this year, surprisingly.
No, yeah. Actually, we had a great encounter because the I'm pretty certain that everyone in the booth did not know who I was actually cosplaying, but they did really like it.
Yeah, so, I heard them say like 4 different names. I'm just like, okay.
It's like I just went with it at that point. I was like, sure, take my
photo. But yeah, so I was looking for that Asui figure the entire time. I could not find it for the life of me. But in the process, I found the character from Sakamoto Days. The I forget her name, but she's the one in the funeral garb all the time with the buzzsaw blade,
with the veil.
The veil, just because she's so morbidly wholesome.
Well, she's in like the group, right? Like the 7 something, the fingers or something.
She's one of the assassins. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I found that figure and this. It's like a little tiny fern. That one I have upstairs somewhere.
A little baby fern.
No. It was adult.
Well, not fern, actual little baby fern, but
that was the good booth though, because that was like they were doing like $30 figures, which was like really cheap for figure standards. Because you got you got your 2 there, I believe.
Yeah, well, I got 1 there, and then I got I forget where I got the other one. Cause which one did I get there?
You got the Maiden Abyss one there.
Yeah, I got a I think it's a Nanako. Hold on, let me double check. But she's the little bunny, Nanachi. I don't know why it's Nanako. Nanachi. I got a Nanachi figure because she's adorable and she's like one of the best characters. Yeah, I like that show. Like, I honestly want to go back and rewatch it because it just like it's so dark. And then I was reading too. I guess a lot of people tried to cancel it in 2023 and it didn't work because they were trying to claim that it was like fetish art. But like I just think it's a dark show.
People need to get off the fucking internet
like,
sometimes.
Especially like I told you, like there's that episode like where like her arm, they have to like chop off her arm at one point, and like it's dark and like
trying to cancel anything from Japan is stupid because Japan don't give a fuck.
I mean, the thing is too is like I can understand them in the mind because the main characters are kids. Like they're all kids. But it's just a dark show. It's just a really dark show and you have to go into it. I don't really think it's fetishy. I really don't. If it is, I think it's a stretch, but
I
I
mean,
don't know. People just try.
most of the time when people get outraged and stuff like this, it's a stretch. So
Yeah, I think people just were trying to like one person saw it was like, and then like said something to misinform others, and then it spread just like most things. But I
and then
really liked
Japan
it.
probably saw it and went, don't give a fuck.
Whatever. I mean, it has the most beautiful soundtrack I've heard in anime history. So I want to go back and rewatch it because it's just a really deep and dark story.
I will say
You
one
gotta
of my
watch
other
it.
I have a lot of things on the list.
It's
But
worth it.
anyways, the only other figure in the quest to find the frog, as I was joking.
Frog.
So I was going. I really wanted a Kane from Oshinoko figure, but I don't really like the short hair figures. Like,
Yeah, you like the long-haired bitch.
well, I like that design, and that's like after her. That I prefer that version of her character because that's after all her development and stuff.
Is she on that shelf?
Yeah, she's sitting next
Yeah,
to
she
Nina.
is. Oh yeah, I forgot. She's one of the tiny puny ones next
No,
to Dumpy Mau Mau.
she's actually bigger than Mina, so Mina's really tiny in between the two of them
That's
now.
like my Yuji figure that's like wicked small
Yeah.
compared to everything else.
But I found this really nice. I didn't realize they had a long-haired figure of her.
Mm.
It was in that one booth that's always awkward. I found
Yeah.
it. I was like, oh hell yeah! So I got a long hair Akane, best girl from Oshinoko.
And speaking of figure booths too, the booth that ripped me off was there, and I gave him the stink eye, and I actively said as we passed them, "Oh look, it's the booth that scammed me," and I hope they heard because fuck them.
I don't think they cared, honestly.
Yeah, they were scamming more people, but I'm still pissed.
Ironically,
I'll
every
never
time
be
I
not
went
pissed.
past that booth, it was never particularly busy. So I don't know.
because they're fucking scammers.
Well, also there were so
They
many
should
other
be banned.
there were so many other figure sellers, and people probably saw the prices and went, nah.
Yeah, fuck them. Still pissed.
That being said, we ended up going past. There's this one booth that has like big glass displays. I believe the people who run it are actually from Japan.
There's a couple. There's that one, and then there's the one too where it's almost like a cage, not a cage. But
They're
you
both
know what I'm
kind
saying?
of
Like
cage.
the overhead.
Yeah.
It's almost like PVC pipes. I think is what it is.
There's two of them. They're both kind of like that.
Yeah, and both of those I think they import stuff, which is really cool.
But the one that we went to, they always have like these glass display cases, and they actually have initially whenever I go past, I always think they're selling the figures loose, but no, those are actually just display pieces, and they actually have boxed ones behind the counter.
Yes.
Unless it's the last one, and then they'll take the one out of the out of the case. But we walked past it 3 times, and then finally on like the last pass, I looked and I saw it. I saw
Frog.
her there, just sitting there. I'm like, there she is.
Frog.
And by that point, I was like,
care. Give me it.
Well, there was like people in. The one thing about that booth that's always annoying is that people like to hang out in front of it and not move. Well, I'm just like, I'm trying to like get the person who runs its attention that I'm like, I want to buy something. But I found the frog, and she's now on my shelf. She's on the waifu wall.
And we only saw one person take a picture of art, but they did ask for the artist's consent.
They asked for consent first, which is fine. If the artist says yes,
artist is okay with it, sure. But if they're not okay with it, fuck you. But I didn't really see anyone else doing that. They've gotten a lot stricter.
They're cracking down on that now.
Well, also because people just know it sucks and they'll call you out if they see you doing it.
Also, people are watching for it now, which makes it a lot more difficult to pull off. Lost my train of thought.
Another one that we always see is the one that makes like the almost like terrariums out of like old consoles with like Pokemon in it. That one was there. It's just I can't justify that. because it's so
Yeah.
expensive, and I feel like I could make it on my own and probably make the same product.
You also
And
have
the
a cat
book,
that'll
the
probably
book,
eat it.
yeah, that too, and the book purse,
Oh yeah, they were
booth,
there.
which I think they were eyeing my book purse and going, "Damn it, she's found our secret." Which those are always like $100, like
Yeah, I know. I
for the
saw. I
small.
remember you were like, well, we saw that last year. You're like, oh, that's so cool. And then you saw the price and went, nope.
Like it's just like they look nice, but like I have a lot of purses, so I feel like I'm a good judge. And like if a purse you're wearing it and it feels like it might fall apart, I'm not paying $100 for it. Not
Yeah,
that they would, but they just do not seem like sturdy enough to last. And also, like, I'm sorry, but purses inevitably get dirty and disgusting because you carry them around and there's dirt everywhere. And like that, I just feel like they get destroyed. I just don't think they're worth the money. Like 20
yeah.
bucks, yes. $100, no fucking way.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say one awkward thing is like when you go past a booth and you briefly look, and then the person behind the counter is like, "Do you want to?" Or they're like, "Do you want to see our entire catalog?" And they just hand you their catalog, and you're
And
like,
you're just like, and you awkwardly have to flip through, even though
"Yeah,
you know you're not gonna fucking
yeah."
buy
I was
anything.
like, okay. I feel like I'm gonna feel like an asshole now because I'm not interested, and I'm just like, "Thanks." And then you try to avoid that booth now the rest of the
Yes,
thing.
yes. And then there was that other booth where it was the one booth with Black Clover art, and
Oh, this guy was cool, but my
he
God,
he was
how to not sell anything during a con right here?
yeah, well, because he was doing like he was trying to get like views on TikTok or Instagram,
Yeah, he was doing a
where
bit.
he was guessing if people could guess their favorite if he could guess their favorite anime characters, um, in like a certain amount of time, and if not, like they would get like something for free or something or a discount.
Or they
But
get to spin the wheel, or so, it's
I
one of
just
those
wanted to like
trends.
inquire about the price of something, but like every time he was doing that, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna buy
Well, yeah, because
anything."
the problem is like you're waiting there, and it's like, okay,
I get that, but it's almost like if you're gonna do that, you need another friend there or like a partner that's manning the actual store while you do
yeah,
that portion.
because it was like, and how much do you bet he does that bit with people and then they don't buy anything?
Yeah, I'm sure they did. I think the guy when I first was over there didn't end up buying anything.
Yeah. Also, he was in like one of the heaviest traffic areas too, which was like this is
Well,
just a
he was
bad
right
combo.
on the first corner. So like
Hmm.
as soon as you went around the first, like, cuz it was on the farthest end on the corner as you
There
went
was also
around. He
some
was right
really
there.
hot. There was some pretty cool booths right around him too. So I'm like, this is just a bad spot.
Yeah. We did see the multi-gender boob mouse pads. We saw
Yeah.
not just the lady boobs, the man boobs as well.
Also, there was so some of the very suggestive booths. There was one that I was like, oh my.
Why would you do? Yeah, the Mau Mau one. Why
Well,
did they make sexy Mau Mau? That's not
these were
okay.
these were full on pinups, like
Yeah.
big pinup like
I
wall
believe
art.
too they were also body pillows.
Probably. I
Yeah.
didn't really look because I felt awkward, but yeah, it was like the
Yeah, I
one
was
that was right
avoiding.
on display was Mao Mao. I'm like, out of all the characters, Mao Mao,
Well,
really?
but the best part is Freeren's next to her, and Mau Mau's basically in her underwear, and Freeren is fully
Yeah,
clothed.
Mao Mao's in very non-time specific for her character underwear, and then Ririn is fully clothed next to Fern, who's also in her underwear. I'm just
And
like, what
it
the
just like
fuck?
was like this is weird. Like she's not that. Like give me Jinshi on a body pillow. I want that. I think more people would buy that than a sexy Mau Mau.
I don't remember who the fourth character was because every time I looked, I kind of looked away because I was like,
You were like,
I'm
ugh.
like, that's just weird.
Yeah.
It's like there's a thing called the internet if you really want to see that. Um,
Yeah, that was weird to me. I was like,
it was so predominant too. Like it was like right in the way. We're like, damn, it's like you can't avoid it.
mm.
Uh,
And it also in the Connecticon um the Connecticut Convention Center, they always sell like they have like food booths in the back, and they're always be selling those chicken fingers. And I just smelt chicken fingers the whole time. I was like, I want chicken fingers, but I didn't get any.
Well,
I
because the
didn't get it.
line's
I
holy.
resisted.
Like,
Yeah,
because
the
we
lines
thought
were
about it at one
insane.
point, and then we saw the line and went,
Nope. Well, same thing with Starbucks. We tried to go in the morning while we were waiting, and the line was so much, and it was so hot. We were
that
like,
was the thing.
"Fuck
The
this!"
line would have been fine if it wasn't so hot. And because I
Yeah.
did not want to be like swamp ass city before we even got into the con floor.
Yeah, that was. But the Starbucks is in the Marriott, so
The AC was not there. That's for sure.
it wasn't working. I think that was just a lot of people were clustered there.
Yeah.
Beforehand.
Yeah, there was that. I'm trying to think of other awkward interactions. There's always the sword booths that are always there, and
Mhm.
I'm just like, who's buying a fucking sword at a
People
con?
knew.
I know they're always there, so people do. And I'm always like, if you're flying, there's no way you're getting that home. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, crazy stuff. We did check out some of the panels. The problem with Connecticon is like I'm always like curious to check out the panels, but then I'm always like, none of these I just don't care.
Well, I feel like because it's like such a there's so many different options. Like the panels are kind of all over the place. So it's kind of like I don't
Well,
know.
my favorite one I saw was like just nothing against it. Like it's perfectly a fine topic, but it was like gender queer sports anime, and I'm like that. It's good for them. Like I have no problem against it, but I'm like this is just like
You just weren't
doesn't.
interested.
I was like that just does nothing for me. I'm just
Yeah.
like I was
Well,
just
and
like
I think
it's just such a specific topic that it's only going to apply to appeal to like a specific person.
yeah. Well, I think a big appeal of Connecticon too is the like the group pictures slash fan meetups. People
Mhm.
really like those. They didn't have a Black Clover one, so there wasn't one I could go to. But
There was a South Park one though, which I thought was really
there
funny.
was a South Park one, which was really funny.
I thought the army of Wendy's was really funny. There was
Yeah,
like 7 Wendy's, which was really funny.
that was sometimes the simpler cosplays are the funniest ones, like
Also,
my future one that I'm planning.
mhm, also so many Sakamotos.
So many Mr. Sakamoto's, but there
That
was
one
one
dude,
that was perfect. He was
he was
walking
just
around with a
straight up.
robin. He
He
was
had the
Mr. Sakamoto.
he had the build for it, and I was just like, damn, this guy went all out.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming his partner was a. I'm assuming that was his partner was a Robin, and it was just such a
Yes,
funny.
it was Egghead Robin,
Yeah, not my
not
favorite
Batman.
Robin, not my favorite Robin
Not
design,
the
but
Batman Robin.
yeah. God, I'm trying to think any other. Oh yeah, there was that booth that had anime Blu-rays that were extremely overpriced.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I
I was tempted to pick up the Haikyuu one, but I said, if I really want to watch this, I'll either watch it with sub or I'll pirate it.
they had all of Black Clover, but they were $80 a piece. I was like, no,
Ugh.
like no.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I saw that. There was also the hentai booth. That's always there.
Yep, the hentai one. Well, that's the Dojin booth.
Well, they also sell hentai Blu-rays.
Oh, okay. I've never really looked.
Well, I only discovered that because the last year it was there, and you were looking at a booth that I wasn't interested in. I think it was the soap booth.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna go look at the Blu-ray booth across the thing, and I walked over and I picked one. I'm like, that's porn, and I just
You're
walked
like,
away.
run.
I was like, that's porn. Um, yeah. Yeah. Other than that, though, it was fun. I think we've decided though probably our last Connecticon for a while.
Well, yeah. Next year. So we've determined the conventions we want to go to next year. So we want to go
Depending
to.
on we'll leave. Let's not say them yet, just in case something
Oh,
happens.
okay. Well, we're going to Retro World next
Well, yeah,
year,
that's
regardless.
that's our mainstay. But
But we're going to
tentatively,
change it up.
yeah, tentatively we have plans to try some different ones next year.
Well, and I think that kind of leads into like reflecting. One thing we've realized about Connecticon is that, like, for the most
It's
part,
the same thing every year.
nothing really changes. I'm sure if like some of the panels are very interesting to you, it's probably great. But for the most part, I mean, it's the same booths you see. It's the same you know, feeling a little stale this time. I won't
Yeah.
lie.
Like if we had friends that we were going with, it would probably be different. I think it
Mm.
was just more like this time around. This was like the which is weird because we were there for like a while. Like we
Yeah.
showed up at 8 and we left at like 2, so we were there for
We left a little we left probably like 2:30, honestly.
yeah. I think we were
'Cause
there
we
for a
didn't
good
get home
6.
until like 3:30.
Hmm,
So I think we left at like 3.
yeah, a good like 6 to 7 hours, which wasn't bad for a con.
Yeah. Well, especially too because my shoes, they were comfortable, but they were slightly bigger than my size. They were a little too big for me, so I have 2 honking blisters on the top of my feet, and they were really starting to hurt at that point. So, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, we didn't. Another thing that kind of bummed, not to be mean, but one of my favorite things at a convention is always like the awkward things you just hear people say.
Yeah,
We didn't
I
see.
didn't eavesdrop. I couldn't eavesdrop on as many people.
Well, the people were honestly better behaved this year. Like there
Yeah,
wasn't.
I will say, like, no one was really rude. Like, most people were just minding their own business. Like, if they were in the way, like, they kind of realized that and would move, like, if they were standing, like, right in the middle of a walkway.
Hmm.
Like, there really wasn't that many, like, bad encounters.
We didn't have a. What happened to your arm? That was so awkward.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was like,
I don't
oh,
think anything will be. And so we got I needed a coffee before leaving. So we actually we went back to the Starbucks. Bill got a mango dragon fruit refresher.
not gonna lie, I wasn't a fan.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No,
They
it's
didn't get
okay.
the
I
thing you
picked it.
wanted the last time.
I
Uh
picked it, and I was like, nah. I
It's
didn't like
okay.
the.
My coffee was not the greatest either, so I think it was not it wasn't a great experience overall. But we actually were in line, and we were in line with this very sweet girl. We were just chatting about the convention, and her, like, she was showing us her autograph booth because she really liked getting all the signatures and stuff, which was really cool because she had gotten a lot of cool people, so
Yeah.
that was pretty sweet. It was a nice little interaction before we headed home.
Also, that kanji cosplayer who was just vibing in there.
Yeah, he looked so good too. Oh, love a Persona 4 cosplay.
We saw a few. We saw Yukiko.
Yes, we did.
So many Mau Maus. So many Mau Maus.
A lot of Mama's, Jinchis. I mean, I feel like that was probably one of the most popular ones. Of course, we saw a lot of My Hero Academia and the BO just followed. Just kidding. I'm
We
kidding.
actually
I'm kidding.
didn't surprise. There
No,
was actually.
that was one thing we noticed because on the quest to find the Froppy figure, like, there was no fucking My Hero Academia figures anywhere, like, or art or anything. It was like My Hero Academia was just like, get out. We don't want your kind here.
Yeah, it was odd. But
And of course, Bill finally gets into the show, and no one fucking cares anymore.
that's how it usually goes for me. So, but yeah. So, Connecticon was fun.
Yeah.
Didn't regret it, but I think we're good with this one for a little bit.
Yeah, I think we had fun, but I'd like to change it up next year.
Yeah. But as for this year, the only con, not counting Pickle Fest, that's
It's not a convention, that's a festival of
pickles.
pickles.
It'll be something.
I can't wait, and we're gonna pod about it, and I'm so happy.
I'm gonna laugh when it's disappointing.
It's not gonna be. I'm gonna eat fucking pickle food. I'm gonna fast the day before so I can eat a ton of fucking pickles.
Jesus. Yeah, but as for conventions for the rest of the year, we still have Retro World, which is later this year, which I like. I like a later con. It'll give me time to actually prepare. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, so next time we talk about a con, it'll be Retro World, and I'm looking forward to that because we're doing all 3 days, and it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
But and we might have friends there. We'll see.
And we'll see.
We'll see how it goes.
And I might cosplay as Mr. Rossetti.
But
I'll fucking yell at you for not saving your game. Save your fucking game. Oh wait, it's irrelevant now because everything auto saves.
Yeah. But yeah. Once again, guys, thank you for joining us on the Gaming and Collecting Podcast. You can find the Gaming and Collecting Podcast on all the major podcasting platforms, particularly Apple Podcast and Spotify.
I
And be
started
sure.
listening on Apple Podcast.
Yeah, I prefer Apple, honestly. Thanks for sharing. But anyways, you can also find us over on the Superpod Network. That is superpodnetwork.com. Awesome site. A whole bunch of awesome podcasters, shows, videos, blogs.
Wait, are we on there?
All three of our shows are on there.
What?
But anyways, guys, once again, thank you for joining us, and we will see you all later.
No, I'm not done. Da-da-da.